I honestly had Dignitas to 3-1 or 3-0, but I don't know. With Obey's draft, I feel like they're going to take this game unless something really happens early game and they manage to snowball it.
All right, Hindu?
I think for me, Dig's going to have to execute very well to win this game. Obey's comp is just easier on paper to perform and do well with, especially with the front line. A lot of dependency onto Nemesis in the jungle here for me. We'll see how Kivo plays.
Have to wait and see. We got the caster standing by to take it away. Game 1 of the finals here at Smite Masters. Ready to go.
Here as Obey invade the enemy jungle looking for the blue buff. Captain Twig uses the overhead kick, and he'll get an Athena help for his trouble. Jumping forward, but Maniac in trouble. There's a meditation coming out thanks to the rotation from the support. Now it's going to be a 4-on-3 if Zeros can catch up. Kabrakin controlling. Captain Twig is gone! Kronos is the first on the board. Team Dignitas with the first blood.
Rush for that damage reduction. The ultimate on Trickstank, stunning the jungler. Still trying to find a stopping time. Zeros looking for it, but Cubo gets it.
Arkel's able to get the kill on Ataraxia by himself in the long lane, and the fight still raging on the right-hand side. Maniac tosses a sickle, and that'll be that. Cubo Fred heads back to base, but Team Dignitas pick up 2 different players in 2 different exchanges. There's a good taunt, beats out from Cubo. Obey Maniac is here to cause a party. Help from the sky. 3 shots, and he's down! Ataraxia from a distance gets the kill. Maniac's going to be traded out thanks to Arkel, and Zeros will pick up Captain Twig. Despite the fact that Obey starts the party, Team Dignitas are staying and keeping it going. Through the wall comes Pretty Prime. Not enough to kill, but Arkel's out of this engagement. Normally this is an item we see on Assassins. Maniac gonna get assassinated right now. Help from both himself and the Athena, but there's Cubo Fred to really cut him down. Arkel gets the kill. There's the Bloodforge passive. The Doubleune for the Frenchman Hunter.
Dignitas being very cautious, walking around eggshells as they're taking or trying to take their first left Phoenix.
They were gonna wait for the minions, but no longer is that the case. Pretty Prime charges up the ultimate, does next to no damage, but right now, Cubo Fred doing all of the damage. Cubo Fred getting all of the kills. It's 2 for the jungler. Still looking for more as Arkel helps out his jungler. Zeros picks up 1 himself. That'll be 4, 0, and 10 for the Kronos. The god too low on the tier list to really play. He wins game number 1, 16-4. Fantastic, fantastic performance out of Team Dignitas.
And a lackluster one from Obey Alliance.
The Rama Barrage. It's going to be the Rama Barrage into Morrigan Barrage.
Oh yeah, the double snipes.
I just don't feel it. So I think Dignitas' comp this time round is better than Obey's. Take into account Dignitas has just pretty much played against the same comp. They've drafted a different lineup this time round, but they know what the style of Obey is looking for here. They know where Cyrus and Rav are going to go in. If they play the same sort of way, should be okay.
Game 2 ready to come at you. We got Tom and Tully on the call. Take it away, guys.
Everybody stays alive.
Level 5 Pretty Prime. He's waiting for Variety to show his face.
He's only 3.
Is he going to turn into? Is it going to be the Circuit on Cubo Fred?
Yeah, it will be. He's level 5. Coming on in, just looking for the raw stun. Finds it. There's the damage out of everybody.
There it
and
is.
Mr. Ket ultimate.
The
beautiful sequence out of Pretty Prime.
There's no ultimate from Cubo. There's no trick tank that you have to worry about. Golf here being started though. Obey Alliance zoning out Pretty Prime, trying to get Arkel out of that area. You don't want to be dealing with the Suns.
Perfect play from Emilzy. Arkel's in trouble, drops the Suns.
Circuit.
He's going to go ahead and walk around. Circuit gets the zigzag. Poison is good. And Obey Alliance started off hot. 4-zip. Damage on the Zeros with that ultimate. And 2 other players are here as well. Pretty Prime. 1 big shot. You hear the players screaming, hooting, hollering. Arkel might be next. Raxia racking him up. Number 8 for Obey Alliance and number 2 for the Welshman.
That has to feel good for Ataraxia. Finding the return solo kill. Cubo Fred though forcing Ataraxia out. In danger though is Cubo Fred. Pretty Prime avenging that Hunter.
I'm in trouble. Have you got off me when I land?
I do. I'm gonna jump on him when he goes.
I don't know why I get sent so bad.
That's slightly...
Yeah, so I'm retarded.
Back out,
I'm
probably dead, man.
I'm out, guys.
Fuck. Back out.
Can you guys back out?
We won the fight.
I'm very low.
Yeah, we turn. Turn.
Nah, it's good play.
Mid tower.
Mid tower.
That's fine.
We got away from
Dot ages and
that was fucking retarded. I actually ult, and then I egg it anyway. I don't know what I'm doing.
I was bad by me though.
Cool, calm, and collected. Obey Alliance collect their win 12-1.
Comp of Obey that they've drafted there is going to do so much damage if something goes wrong in that
I
engage.
do feel like Khepri still can engage though. It just has to be on your terms. Like, it has to be behind your counter ward. You obviously can't walk into their jungle and expect to win a team fight.
There you go. Team Dignitas and Obey split at 1 apiece. Both of our analysts like both drafts, basically. So we're going to have to throw it to the game to find out exactly what happens and who breaks the tie. Tom and Toli, it's all you.
They could have seen a potential first blood.
Right side of the map, well, left side of the map. Right side of the map, there we go. Maniac's in trouble. That's going to be first blood. Hugo Fred claims the life of the Osiris, and Team Dignitas, the first team on the board. Not even trying to zone, just going for it. Hugo Fred has the bubble, waits for it. Captain Twig goes early, and he pops the bubble way too soon. Trouble for Arkle under the tower. Raxia dives him, puts Obey on the board.
But Emilzi's stuck between a rock and a hard place, between tier 1, tier 2. Cuvo Fred just
Twiggy
smacking them down. Variety taking out Twig for the second time this game.
Team Dignitas now up 4-1, and wow. Ooh, very aggressive stance. And here comes the big dog. He's going to be avoided by Cuvo Fred. Well done by the Robin jungle. Gold Fury started up, and it's down to half HP already. Team Dignitas are local, but the ultimate out of the friends from the mid lane will confirm the kill onto the objective. Meanwhile, Arkle does get something for his trouble, taking out the jungler, Captain Twig.
Wait, yes, wait.
What is the damage?
Doing it. Not fast for now. We need damage. We need damage.
I don't see Medusa. I don't see Medusa.
There's only Vulcan and Medusa.
Now we actually were listening to Team Dignitas on that one. They win the team fight. They're going to go ahead and look for the Fire Giant as well, down about 25% HP. I love the roles that everybody's playing. Obviously, the Soul Eater and the Jungler are the ones zoning, and just a very clean Fire Giant attempt.
Arkle, though, forcing out the Purification Beast out of Pretty Prime, even using that Aegis Amulet right around the corner is Maniac, but Trixtank using that ultimate and peeling for his Hunter.
And here's help as well. Trixtank peeling off Maniac, but Emilzi out of the sideline comes through, forces Arkle into the sky, slows from Maniac 4 days, but a huge meditation. Variety saves the life of the Hunter. Now he's back to boxing, looking for Maniac, trying to find it. Basics are good, Zero's is better. 2 kills to the mid lane. Team to come in on the right side. Love the spacing. Hey, P.S. Zero's accidentally kills Pretty Prime there. There's going to be the ultimate force now defensively, and Cuvo Fred doesn't even let him get away. Arkle picks up another one. 15-1. 16-1. Fantastic, outlandish, phenomenal performance by Team Dignitas. They're going to go ahead and pick up the Titan here, Toli. This one, extremely tight.
Hey, guess what? Obey Alliance, they only had 1 death the last game. Now, only 1 kill.
Back and forth.
Back and forth action between these 2 European teams. A lot of action.
Is Dignitas winning the spring split right here?
This is 2-2.
This is 2-2. I think Obey's going to take this one based on the solo lane. Overall, I think Hercules is pretty good. He's one of Variety's good gods. But I think Nox will out-rotate Zeros in the early game. Zeros likes to sit and farm. If Nox makes these rotations with those silences,
all
doomsday.
depends on Hercules and how he does this game.
I agree.
Keep an eye on the solo lane, says the analysts. Tom and Toli, bring us game 4.
So, a little bit of a show from the Hunter, going to prevent that. Right side, however, Variety in trouble. Jumped on by 1, jumped on by 2, and put in the ground by Maniac. It's a win for the Portuguese powerhouse. Ethan preventing him from saving the teammate.
2 defensive ultimates just for Nox. Trixtank caught in a bad spot, but he adopts Emilzi. Pretty Prime left alone. Cuvo Fred credited with that one. Emilzi having to go into Draconic form just to get away. Maniac diving in, Lord of the Afterlife.
There's a big jump coming out from Maniac right there. He's going to be dashed under tower. Does have the passive all the way up, but he's got to get all the way out. 3 players surrounding him. He does have a little bit of slows himself, but likely to fall here. Solo kill onto Arkle.
You say that, but Arkle, he kind of played himself, but playing himself is Maniac as he gets pulled, pushed under the tower, diving as Captain Twig. Boulder off the mark. Maniac, though, he doesn't have his ultimate. Trixtank finds the root, finds the damage over time, but the met is good.
Meditation out of Emilzy. There's the transformation. Now a little bit of help. Captain Twig takes down Variety. 3-on-1 here on the right side. Zeros is in trouble. One more basic will do it. South, Arco's in trouble. One shot remains, and he's going to be alive for the moment. Zeros with a perfectly timed rewind. Cubo Fred not as lucky to have that ability. Going to be chased down and taken out by Captain Twig while Pretty Prime takes out Zeros.
Maniac's not done yet. He wants Trickstank. He knows the ultimate's down, reviving into place. Captain Twig diving that as well with his bash. Brother, third victim for Team Dignitas.
Finally, Cubo takes him down. Damage on the right-hand side. Meditation is going to continue the fight. But right now, Team Dignitas still not looking hot.
Looking for the snipes onto Cubo Fred, waiting for the bubble, misses the first, hits the second, misses the third. Ataraxia though, caught in a bad spot, gets rooted, his Aegis is down, he gets pulled back in, but the damage, Zeros doesn't get off the rebound. 3 dead from Dignitas, 1 from Obey, 2 as Ataraxia falls. Trying to find the first Phoenix of the game with the Fire Giant buff. Still for another 50 seconds to pull and the push onto Captain Twig. Forced to retreat for the time being. Trickstank having to use the ultimate on himself, the Wild Hunt, and the bow, the first victim from Dignitas.
Captain Twig putting down Trickstank. Up to the sky goes Rom. He picks up 1. Not done yet with the basics on the ground now. Now he's in the sky. Looking for the second. Can't find it. Does find it. Not enough to find the kill, however. Team Dignitas suffer. They lose 3. They lose their right Phoenix. Obey looking for the Titan. Not even messing around with the other birds. They're going right for the truck. Zeros is able to take down Emilzy and punish him for it. Titan, half HP. Brought down to 25. 10%. 0. We're going to a game 5.
EU are so evenly matched despite what the scoreline may say.
Time Trickstank's been an aggressive god that.
Against Bats though, if he gets CC'd then
That's true.
rip worlds.
True. Oh man, game 5, guys. It's all come down to this. Who do you have, Raffer?
I'm not answering this.
The entire reason you're up here is to answer one question, and it's who's going to win this game.
It's going to be Obey.
Obey? Hindu?
I'm not going to answer this because the only reason I'm up here is to make this segment work.
I can't yell at him, he's my boss, but I can tell Tom and Toli to take the cast away.
6 times total, you're basically getting a net worth value. Anything after that is just going to be a net gain. The Captain Twig in a lot of trouble, forced to jump away. Arco dives on in, using the Suns, forcing the purification beads, but he might be the one in trouble.
Backfire gets the first blood. QO Fred answers back, but the hot plays at a Pretty Prime.
Bay Alliance pull it with Maniac making the teleport, zoning out. It's all a bait because Trickstank is at half health. This Bacchus, if he belly flops in, he will be deleted.
I don't think that's going to be his thought process just yet. He's got to play this one careful, and he knows it. Variety on the back end is going to get collapsed on. He TP'd in. There's the shot out of the mid lane, and he's out of there. Pretty Prime with the long range shot. Vulcan making it count. Immediately takes care of Arco in the back line, and Team Dignitas just watch as there are 2 outside laners, but of the space, more importantly than the team fight. That's what he was looking for. I don't want anybody making fun of him for missing that ult. That's a zoning ult. That ult, however, is all about devastation. Captain Twig drops the totems and drops the solo laner. Ataraxia from the sky. Blap, blap. Not enough, but that is 1 dead QO Fred, unless he gets stunned out. Great play from the mid lane.
The speed buff from QO Fred gets him out of danger, but it's not going to be the same case for Zeros. Forced into the purification beast, but he's going to go down. Captain Twig.
Maniac stunned out, jumping forward to Trickstank, finding Emilzy. Damage through the window from the Thoth player, not going to be too impactful, but the Suns are dropped down. That's a big play. Raxia in the sky.
He's in trouble. He got hit by the final judgment and the Eagles Rally. Meditation being used. The Aegis Amulet. Zeros taking out the other mid laner. Pretty Prime taking a spill. Another victim for Obey Alliance going back to the goal here.
Job of the solo laner, but at some point, zoning becomes roaming. And that's when you just sort of fall down. You got to be close enough to your team that you can fall back and keep everybody out. Here's the Gold Fury. Here's the Gold Fury. Team Dignitas get it despite the interruption from the guys on Obey Alliance. Immediately going to pop the transformation, and Ataraxia takes to the sky. 1 shot's good, and it's all he'll get for all 3. Find the player in the back line. There's going to be the launch over the top from the mid lane mage. Not enough. Zeros his turn. That's going to be enough to send everybody up forward. No deaths just yet.
Pretty Prime though is saved by the meditation. Still buying some time. Variety up and down. It's
Fire Giant!
Giant knockup. Zig is so low. Arco goes down. Variety as well. Cubo Fred having to run zeros. Buying time with that Aegis Amulet. Able to dash into safety. 3 dead.
Tower lightly poked down to about 60% as it's heavier. There's Captain Twig with the ultimate zoning out the opposition. Still, Tower alive for the moment, half HP. Ataraxia trying to find some kills, takes the objective. And there's going to be Pretty Prime taking out Tricks. Captain Twig takes out Cubo Fred as well. It's a 2 for none so far. Variety still trying to play defense as the tower stands. Baraxia finally finds the hole, and down it goes. Out of the jungler, Cubo Fred trapped in a bad spot. Here's the jump forward from Emilzy. 1 shot, 2 shots, all he needs. Raxia racking him on up. Cubo Fred down for the count. 4 players remain. Tricks Tank jumps forward. There's a nice ult from Variety, but he's turned and he's burned. Captain Twig making him learn. It's 2-2 right now, and Obey Alliance walk in, take the Titan, and they take the Spring. Obey Alliance are your Spring Masters.